Alright. Alright. Oh my god, everything's scuffed. Oh my god, fuck, I hate this. This is gonna be the worst stream. Okay, hold on. Why isn't my mouth moving? Hang on. What is... Nothing is working. Nothing is working. Oh, this is the worst. Alright, hello mechanics, it's Owen Aeon, your sparkly racing cat. Microphone, wire... Wait, oh, now it works. Okay. Alright. Now we work. Alright. I thought I had everything, like, ready to go down here, and then I was just like, yeah, I'll be fine. Like, I don't have to do, like, much prep. And then I realized, like, every time I don't do that, everything breaks. And also, like, the things that I need that I thought were where they were are not where they were. So, I have this roasting pan, right? I have this roasting pan. Also, let me know how the audio is, if it's, like, too loud or whatever. I have this roasting pan, and I also have this really nifty magnetic circuit board holder that I can use to, you know, solder with, that my parents got me for Christmas. And the problem was I didn't have, like, a magnetic, like, metal block to, like, adhere this to so it'd stay put. So I found this roaster pan that the previous owner of the home left for me in the basement, and it just kind of, boop. The good thing is it provides, like, a nice base, and I can, like, weigh it down. The problem is it slides. So I was looking for, I have silicone bump-ons that I could, like, put on the bottom of the roaster pan to keep it from moving, and I had them, like, literally, like, right over to my right the last time I was down here, and now they're just gone. Like, they just fucking walked away, and I don't know where they are. and like I'm like, oh, now, like, I don't. 10 minutes before stream, I'm, like, pulling everything apart looking for them, and I don't find them. So, like, do I hunt around? Like, because this shit is just gonna move. I need some kind of, like, adhesive to, like, keep it, you know, in place on the workbench. Otherwise, it's just gonna slide the fuck around. So it's like, I don't even know where I would have put it. Like, I looked, like, everywhere it might be. I don't know. I don't know. It should be right here, right on top of my, you know, tool chest, or, like, screw chest, where I keep all my, like, screws and all my light bulbs and all this other shit. There's just, like, a ton of shit here, but maybe I'll find something in here that will work pretty well. It'll work, like, kind of in a pinch. We'll kind of, like, half-ass it. I mean, I do have some, like, double-sided tape and stuff, but I don't want to, like, get, like, tape residue all over it, you know? Like, that's just, like, not what I want to do. You know, I really wish I had, like, something. The thing is, like, I do have these, which are, like, little foam pads for padding, and they're supposed to be adhesive, but, like, the adhesive is, like, gone now. So I'm thinking maybe I just, like, put some glue on one side, just, like, reapply some glue, and just put it on the bottom like that. So maybe that's what I'm gonna do. I'll do that now, and then if I find the bump-ons, then I'll remove these and put those on. So that's the first thing we're gonna do tonight. Anyway, hello everybody. Tonight we're gonna make the DSO138mini oscilloscope DIY kit. So I saw another VTuber was, like, making one of these, and I'm like, oh, that's fucking amazing. That's really cool. I want to do that too. And this was, like, right before the tariffs, like, hit, and I'm just like, oh, everything from China is going to go up, like, $1 million, and these things are probably going to disappear soon. So I made sure to, like, get my order in a few weeks ago, and they sent it, and yeah, I got it at a good price, I guess. I don't know. Oscilloscopes can get, like, really expensive. This looks like a really fun one to put together. It looks reasonably priced, if not, like, on the cheaper side. I also have a cup of coffee because I got 4 hours of sleep last night, and I want to be awake for stream. So, all right. Let's see. What am I doing here? All right. I need to get some glue. Where's my glue? Did I leave my glue upstairs? I think I left my glue upstairs. Let me go get it. All right. Let's put some music on first before I go do that. Let's put some DIY music on. What do we got here? my brain is literally like music to solder to, and I'm like, that's not right, you idiot. I also need I need to make this title a little bit better. Also, what's up with is that the limited color palette I have going? Is that what's going on in the background there? I need to fix that a little bit. I'm gonna search lo-fi beats to solder to immediately. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do lo-fi beats to solder to. Let's do that. All right, I'm gonna fix the camera here. There we go. Okay, there's a little more color range available now. Lo-fi beats to solder to. Lo-fi beats to solder. There literally is one. It's like 2 hours long. Hold on. Oh my god, this is amazing. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna queue this up. I'm gonna queue this up. Hold on. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's insane. Study music. Also, let me know if you can hear if there's, I have a dehumidifier running in my basement, 24/7. It's kind of noisy, so let me know if it's, too loud in the background. Let's see. Study music. Okay, cool. Alright, that might be too loud. Let's lower it a little bit. Cool. Alright, let me know if the music gets too loud at any point. Or if, other things... Imperceptible? Good, good. I don't even have noise canceling turned on the Larks right now, so that's good. Alright, I'm gonna go grab some glue. I'll be right back. It needs to come down here anyway. Anyway, I do have the lab mic on, so you can probably still hear me until I get out of range. Powerful stuff, but it's gonna do in a pinch. We're gonna have to let it dry a little bit, right? So it's a good time to look at the manual, read the manual, figure out what the fuck we're doing. Okay. Good day, Catman. Good day, folk. Hello. Yeah, sorry there's no redeems today. The Workbench PC is... It gets quickly out of date with everything else, so it's hard to, It's hard to, maintain it while I'm doing other streams. Is this double-sided adhesive? What the fuck's going on here? This is weird. Anyway, we're gonna put glue on this side. And then we're just gonna do, quadrants here. So hopefully this'll keep it, you know. I don't know how quickly this is gonna dry. Probably not very quickly, actually. I should have done this sooner. I had so much to do today, honestly, and then, I got to a point where I'm like, I haven't even played a video game yet, and if I don't play Monster Hunter now, I'm not gonna be able to later, so... Unless I, make stream, really short. But I wanted to, get pretty far in this project, because I know it's gonna take, multiple days to finish this, and I want to get, you know, as much done as we can. One day at a time, so... I'll imagine the stamp and just hum the music and go, go! Dun, 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 go! Is it, slippery? Yeah, it's, slippery on this side. I gotta take that off. Oh, it's sticky on both sides. What the fuck? I'll put glue on the side that's, Oh my god. Alright, my fire alarm just keeps going off randomly. So I think that shit is, busted at this point. I gotta get another one. That really sucks. It's one of the 10-year, lithium-ion ones, so it's I don't have to change, 9 volts out all the time. And it's reached, not even 5 years, actually. I installed it in, 2020. And it's just, randomly beeping. It's the everything's fine alarm. Hello, Seishun. Alright, hello, everybody. Hello, Patware. Hello. Hello, folk. Hello, Seishun. Fuck that. Fuck that alarm. What am I doing? too much glue, but whatever. All right, hopefully this is going to keep the roasting pan stuck. So we're going to move this to the side now while we wait for that glue to dry. I'll try not to be like, I'll try to push like straight down onto it. That's what she said. A little trash bin over there. Yeah, so overview of the workbench right now. We've got our main board here. We've got our instruction manual. We've got our components here. So it's a whole big bag of diodes and capacitors and switches and all kinds of shit. So this is going to be fun to like null out. What really helps for like getting all this stuff organized. Oh, and this is the LCD board. So there's, or I think it's OLED actually. It's a small OLED display. And then there's the back of the board here. So all the SMDs, the surface mounts, are pre-soldered. So I don't have to worry about surface mount soldering. I only have to worry about through hole. So that makes life a lot easier because like look at how tiny. Look at how tiny these are. You can't, it can't even, it's not even gonna focus to it. Yeah, look at how tiny those are. Have fun soldering those. Those are fucking annoying. It's the worst. So thankfully this kit, they already did it for me. I just have to do the through hole components, which like are already like fucking tiny and super close together, right? Like look at, hang on. Focus. There we go. Yeah. So a lot of little holes to play with. Pretty crazy, but it looks fun. This looks like a really fun project. I'm excited. So what else does it come with? I also bought this is a battery charging board. So with this, you can actually incorporate a rechargeable lithium-ion battery, which I don't have. I don't have a battery pack right now, but I have the option to install this. And then I also have a mini acrylic enclosure kit, so it'll encompass the entire board and give it like a nice clear case that we can keep it in. And I think there's an image of the thing here. Yeah, like this is what it will look like when it's complete, and that's without the acrylic enclosure around it. So really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. Oh, and I bought a probe to go with it. So I have a standard oscilloscope probe. So this jack plugs into the oscilloscope, and then this is the probe that gives you the readouts. And I've never used one of these before. I don't know how to use it, so I should probably look up how to use that before we finish. I think this is yeah, so that's a sheath. This is the, the needle point that, here, focus, that you touch the component with to read what the waveforms are doing. Anyway, it's probably not going to focus on that, but you get it. You get it. So, cool stuff. Let's put the sheath back on. Oh, cool. It has like oh, wait a minute. What the fuck? Okay, so there's the tip of the probe here, and then it like installs in the sheath like this, and then like a hook pops out of the end. And I guess what you can do is you can kind of like plunger it, like you put your fingers here and you do this, and then you can like touch the hook to the component or something. Yo, that's fucking sick. It's time to probe. It's probing time. I assume this is a ground. Like you need to have it like, you have to have it like touching a ground while you're using this. I guess to make a circuit, right? To make an electrical circuit. All right, so we'll put the probe to the side for now. The acrylic enclosure, that's going to be last. That's going to go off to the side. Actually, I'm going to put it back in the box so I don't accidentally knock these off the workbench, because I don't need them right now. What else we got? We got a USB cable here for the microphone, which I don't need right now, so I'm going to put that away. I got my coffee. We got coffee today, because I'm going crazy. I'm tired. Unfortunately, I only got like a really basic grounding in electronics. We didn't get very hands-on. I've just kind of learned as I go. And most of my electrical knowledge now is from studying for the ham radio exam, my amateur ham radio license. So I learned a bunch of stuff from that, but it's like kind of like leaking out of my brain because I haven't been practicing it recently. So I don't really. And if I pick up the book and I read through it, like I'll remember a lot of it. But right now I'm just like I don't know what any of the like symbols mean on whatchamacallit, on schematics, like electrical schematic diagrams. Like I've kind of forgotten most of those already. But you know, the kind of the point of doing this stuff is so I like learn that. Sorry, I'm like burping like crazy. I stuffed my tummy full of empanadas and fried plantains tonight, and it's fucking delicious. But I'm like burpy. So part of doing this is just like getting more knowledge about like small electronics, learning that stuff, like getting practical with it, so that because like book smarts I don't really retain it unless like I'm practicing it, like doing something with it. So that's kind of the purpose of doing more Workbench hands-on stuff. And now that I have the Lark microphone, I am like stoked because I don't have to pull my whole fucking interface down here, my big ass, you know, mic parts mic with the arm and everything. I mean, it's pretty portable, but like, it's annoying. So if I can cut down on the annoyance by simply just getting a wireless microphone that actually sounds pretty good, which I am happy with the sound of this one. I think it's pretty great. I do see it topping out, so let me bring this down. Like I think I have it set to like -2 dB on my main streaming rig, so I probably got a little bit quieter there. But now I won't test. Yeah, I won't be topping out as much. So I could do Boolean algebra like a motherfucker though. Nice. I took some like cool math classes in college that were I hate math, by the way. I hate doing like calculus and like any of that stuff. Like it's just beyond me because I don't want to practice it. But I did like there was a course called like it was like excursions in mathematics, and basically it was like computer science math. It's just like more logical things that make sense from like a computer programmer standpoint and someone who works in programming. I also have a nice mat which I can stand on. I have a cushioned mat in front of my Workbench here because if I'm going to be standing for a while, I want my feetsies to be comfy. And I also have the Crocs on too, so the Crocs are very comfy on their own. So that's nice. All right, so what I think I'm going to do first, we're gonna look at the manual here and just kind of like read the first few steps. So this is the we can read along with me. This is the DSO138mini oscilloscope DIY kit. Tools you need: a soldering iron, solder wire, multimeter. I do have those. All right, so let's go get those. So I have my, some of you have seen this before, my trusty Hako, kind of like not professional, but like pro, like one of the best like hobbyist irons you can get. And I think this iron is perfect for what I do. I love the adjustable temperature. It gets hot very quick. It's got a super cool like Fisher Price like design to it, like the blue casing and the yellow and all that. It's just like really cool. I like the style of it. It's just like really neat. So the Hako iron, definitely a recommendation. I think this cost me like $120 or something like that. And then I've bought like a couple of different tips to go with it. So right now I have like I think that's a chisel tip. Yeah, I have a chisel tip on it right now. Can we get a zoom in? Sorry, my nails are like super chipped now. The paint's coming off. I gotta do some nail polish remover this weekend because they're kind of dead. They're kind of dead. They're kind of like shot at this point. Why don't I want to fix the video a little bit. It's kind of washed out a little bit. Auto white balance. Can we like play with the whoa, extra blue? Hang on. Can we get a little? Can we do that? 4450. I kind of like that. That's a little bit better. Can we do like darker contrast just a little bit? No, that's like all the way up. Focus, exposure. What about? Whoa. Okay. Saturation. Play with that a little bit. Oh, that's like really red now. Hold on. That's like way too much. Let's just go back to default. Okay, default. Oh, now it's like gross. Ew, hang on. I don't like the white balance it's doing. I don't like it. I think it's like around there. I think that's where it was before. That's fine. Contrast. Brightness. I don't know. There's not much I can do here, honestly. I think it's because of the black mat. Hi, Owen. God, I was at work all fucking day. We tend to be when we work. We tend to be at work all day. I'm sorry. It sounds like it sucked. But you're free now, and hopefully you're free for the rest of the weekend. All right. We need to... What are these different color spaces? Is that better? Is that any different? I don't even know. At least now I don't have to work Saturdays anymore. Let's go. Do you have both Saturday and Sunday off now? That would be sick. Okay. All right, so we got our iron, Hako iron. Get that off to the side for now. We'll plug it in, but I'm not going to turn it on yet. Get our little soldering station set up. Okay. All right, so iron, solder, wire, multimeter, screwdriver, flush cutter, and tweezers. All right, we have all those things. So we have flush cutters here. We have many different pairs of tweezers. We have flush cutters, tweezers, screwdriver. So, you know, we got our trusty wow stick. Everybody loves the wow stick. We got our coffee. The multimeter. We got our multimeter. Does it have a battery? I think I put a battery in it. Hang on. Everything's so dusty. What the hell? Yep, we have a battery. Excellent. All right, multimeter's gonna come in handy. Ah, yes, the Razer webcam freezing. Gotta love it. Okay. Let's put this little OLED away so it doesn't get scratched up. I know it's got a cover on it, but like I just don't want to try it. Oh, and can you make a gun on stream? No, I'm not even gonna joke about that. No can do. All right, we need solder wire. So this board is very like teeny tiny. So we're gonna get I think we're gonna use the finer solder wire. Oh, that's a good point. Am I gonna run out of that? So I have 2 gauges of wire. Where are they? So I have this Kester wire. This is, what's the gauge on this? 0.031 inches or 0.8 millimeters. 0.8 millimeters is easier to remember. So I have 0.8 millimeters, but then I also have this. I have 0.0, wait, that's inches, 0.015 inches. Where's the metric? There's no metric. They went full on American for the solder. They're just like, this is real American leaded solder, not that Canadian shit that doesn't have any lead in it. Just to remind everybody, when you're dealing with leaded metals, make sure to wash your hands when you're done and don't like suck on your fingers and like ingest food with like trace amounts of lead in it, because it's not good for you. Yeah, always wash your hands. Okay, so yeah, so this is finer, thinner wire, so we may be using this. We'll see. I'm going to try using the thicker stuff first, and then we'll go to the thinner stuff if that doesn't work out. And then, of course, all the soldering equipment. So I have a wick to get, you know, solder away from stuff, to suck it back up if we need to. I have the, where's the sucker? Where's the solder sucker? Where are you at, dog? Where the fuck is my shit? Where'd it go? Is it in here? Dude, where does my stuff go? It's like, it's all supposed to go back. Oh, here it is. It's just buried under stuff. The engineer, it's a Japanese brand. solder sucker, so you can get your solder, you know, like remelt it, and then if you want to suck it up, you just place it against the silicone tip here, and then you push the button, and it plungers it up on the inside, and then you just squeeze it out, and it comes out in a chunk of cooled metal, not molten metal, cooled metal. All right. All right, so iron, solder wire, multimeter, screwdriver, flush cutter, tweezers. Excellent. Before you start, check values and quantities against parts listed. Understand all part polarities and orientations. Prepare a USB cable with USB micro connector. So the micro connector, that's the one we used to use before everything went to USB-C. That's this guy here. That's USB micro. When all of our phones used to use that, except unless you're a filthy Apple user, everybody else was using this. So we got that. Cool, cool, cool. Instructions for optional parts, including BNC probe, enclosure, and battery charger, are not given in this manual. If you have purchased these parts, please refer to their own manuals. Okay, available on jyetech.com. Great. Please visit jyetech.com for other documents about schematics, troubleshooting, firmware upgrade, mechanical waveform upload, etc. Items marked with H are for analog board version H. Items marked with J are for analog board version J. What version do we have? Does it say on here? Well, JYE Tech is the company, but I don't know what we have. We'll have to, we'll go through it, I guess. Okay, so assembly analog board, follow the numbers as numbered. Oh, okay, so this is telling you like what order to assemble everything in. That's cool. I like that there's nice color printed directions for once. This is cool. Real sold solder for men from America. Exactly. Exactly. So in other words, don't drink G Fuel. Yeah, I wouldn't drink any gamer fluids marketed toward gamers. That shit is that shit is stupid. I hate USB-C. That shit breaks so easily. Does it? What do you mean? I haven't really had one like break on me yet. Oh, I got coffee all over my front. Okay. All right, we're off to a good start tonight. Luckily, I have these microfiber cleaning cloths right up top of my workbench here. So I'll just grab one of those and wipe my face on it, dab my shirt, and then throw it on the floor like an idiot. I missed. All right, what we're gonna do is, let's move these things off to the side. I don't need the multimeter yet, so I can put that over here. I don't need the multimeter. The flush cutters and everything, those can just go back on the pegboard. Also, if you haven't seen my workbench, here's a little tour. There's the workbench. I got a nice pegboard with all my tools on it, and then I got the workbench PC off here to the right, and the PC down there. And yeah, it's a nice little space. I'm really happy with it. Really cool, and a nice big drawer for tools and stuff. And then I have like a lot of my equipment over here. I've got my sticker board with all my stickers on it. And yeah, it's looking a little bare right now, but that's just because like I've moved stuff off of it to work on things tonight. But I also like, yeah, I just like have a lot of room for stuff, for more tools and things. So, all right. Get this back on. Olive, hello. That's just powdered energy drinks, yeah. And now my phone's port is borked as well. Oh no. It corrupted a couple SSDs? What the fuck? That's weird. I think that sounds like a laptop problem more than a port problem. Alright, let's get the solder over here. Sorry, a bad idea, but they're selling them to couch potatoes, which just feels kind of wrong. Yeah, I agree. Also, hi, hello. The boy desk. It's a neat little workbench. It is, yeah. I'm really happy with it. It was relatively budget friendly too. I think it was like $220 or something shipped. It's from Seville Classics. It's the Ultra HD. I think that has something to do with like the type of wood they use. It's like high density wood. Sorry, I'm just like finishing up my coffee here. It's already cold. All right, coffee done. Let's go. Cool. Hook probes. Calibrations, testing the board. All right, we need to lay out all our components. So the way I do this is I actually have a couple of these really nifty magnetic project mats. So this is like an iFixit branded one, but they come in all like different styles. So this is like magnetic. It has like a dry erase surface, and it's already like partitioned off into squares. And so you can write on it with dry erase marker. So I got, is this one of them? Correctable Lumo color. Let me just, yep, this is one of them. So I can start like labeling components on this. So let's dump everything out of the bag. Oh wait, actually step 1, check the main board. Before mounting any parts to the main board, use a USB cable with a USB micro plug to power the main board through J7. Okay. Oh, so the main board is actually the one with the LCD on it. Okay. Or the OLED? I don't even know what it is. So this should have a USB. Yeah, that has a micro USB there. Okay, so let's hook that up to the computer here. Let's see. Do we have one that's long? I got a big thing of cables here. Is this one long enough? I think we might need a long one. If I can find one. Oh, this one? Wait. Is this one long enough? No, that's for the mouse. That's for a mouse. This one's too short. We'll find one. We'll find one. That's USB-C. Oh, wait. This one? This one... Yeah, I think I can stretch my hub to reach that. I have like a little USB hub sitting on top of the PC over here. Okay, so let's plug this into the hub. And then plug this in here. Everything's just like falling off my fucking workbench right now. Sorry. All right, let's do test. If I can get it in there. I just want to be careful. Wait. Am I doing this right? Yeah. There we go. Okay. Cool. Look at that. Hell yeah. Cool. All right. You should see the scope boots up to a screen similar to the photo below. D1 LED should blink 3 times during the booting. Oh, I didn't see an LED. I wasn't like looking for it. It was probably like trying to see where it is here. Is it on the other side? I don't know. I didn't see one. But anyway, cool. So it boots. That's nice. Okay, so we got power. Great. So let's put that to the side again. Okay. Pin headers, female, J4, J8, J9. Do not solder any parts to the board if you find problem. Otherwise, warranty will be voided. Report to your vendor, VENDER, or JYE Tech for any problem found. Got it. All right, so J4, J8, J9. So that's 1 10-pin, 1 2-pin, 1 3-pin. Oh, that's, again, for this board. What are they talking about? J4, J8, J9. Where's J4? J4. I see JP. J4. Oh yeah, we need to get the microscope too. Oh, I see J8, J9, J2, J4. Ah, okay. So they're talking about the headers that are in here. So let's dump all these out. Let's get all these out. Let's get this out onto a tray. Nice. Got to channel our inner Steve 1989. All right, let's get this out into a tray. Gotta be careful. Everything is just like in a jumbled mass, and the leads are just, some of these are just like bent. That's like not good. I don't like how they package this. It's just like everything just kind of dropped in. Wow, the malodextrins, the what? Oh, yeah, when he's talking about, yeah. He's so funny. I haven't watched his videos in a while. So these are the headers, I think, yeah. Okay, so we got one of those. We're just gonna start kind of like nulling things out, like in a vague way that makes sense. And actually, let's pull my drawer out here. Let me move the camera in like closer so you can get a better view. There we go. And like, where are my tweezers? That would probably help. Alright. We gotta look at the polarities of these. Or are these the ones with polarities? The stripes like mean like the resistance or whatever. I'm gonna sound like an idiot while I'm putting this together, aren't I? It's just like been a while since I've done any like small electronics work. These have polarities. So the capacitors here, the stripey side, I think, it tells you. It usually tells you. I forget. There's the shorter end is usually like the negative, and I think the longer end is the positive, if I remember right. So let's get all the capacitors on one. Let's get all the resistors on one. I forget what these are. It'll probably tell me if I look at it. Okay. So yeah, these are resistors, right? And this is a HF choke. Okay. Where are the diodes? There's like I see a diode here. There's a diode here. These are more resistors. Let's just scooch them on over. More HF chokes. Come on. Resistor. This is a power cable? Yeah. Yeah, the ends are trimmed. So put that off to the corner here. Okay. Looks like we got 4 capacitors. What is this thing? It's like a plunger? It's like a button or something? That's cool. I have no idea. I gotta look at the manual. This looks like where we plug our probe into. Lots and lots of resistors. Let's put the resistors on like two different boxes here. We gotta be careful we don't like crush them. Gotta be careful we don't crush them. Oh, here's another capacitor. Another power cable. Okay. What is this? We'll get oh, this is a switch. That's a switch. Not the Nintendo Switch. A real switch. A normal switch. Let's get these here. Yeah, I love Steve 1989. Did you know he makes all his own music? Like, you start up a Steve 1989 video, and it's this like, I don't want to call it like awful, but it's just like funky kind of like synthwave not synthwave, sorry, just synth. Like, boom, 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 boom. It's like deep bass, like, just some guy who's just like, I'm just gonna try and make music. And it sounds like kind of cool, but like doesn't like have like a melodic component to it in like any way. But it's just cool, like how he's just like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna pay for music, and I'm not gonna use like a free library. I'm just gonna make my own music, right? Like that's pretty sick. Like honestly, like I feel like more people should try doing that, right? I mean, I know a lot of people like don't know where to start, but he's clearly the kind of guy that's just like, I don't know how to do it, but I'm gonna try doing it anyway, and then he just does it and just rolls with it because he's like, well, it sounds good to me. To be fair, like all his intros are like the same, right? It's just like some photos of the MRE he's gonna eat, and then it's just like photos of like the combat unit that would like eat that MRE. Oh, I know what these are. Hold up, I know what these are. It's the hook probes. It's the hook probes. That's what these are. So these are the wires to wire into the hook probes, and these are the probes themselves. So when you push down on these, the hook comes out of the end. See? It's just like the good one we have. The good one we had, we brought out that I bought with it. Okay. These can go here. Okay. All right, we got everything kind of laid out here in a semi making sense way, but I should sort the resistors, because these all have, some of these have different patterns. Actually, a lot of these have different patterns, so we got to be careful. We got to make sure we read all of the color coding on them, and don't fuck that up. Oh, is this a diode? Oh, that's a blue LED right there. Hell yeah, check that out. All right, let's see. Should we like write? Do you want me to like write on the board like what everything is? That's kind of cool actually. So here's my guide here, and this is like showing you what all the different components are and like where to solder them. So the pin headers, we have J4, J8, and J9. So we've got J4 is here, so a header goes in there. So this is the 1x10 pin. So how many pins does this have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That has 10. So I think this goes, yep, this goes in here. I think, yeah. That goes in there. So this is like the first thing they have you solder is the pin headers. They go in there. That goes there. And then J8 has a 1x2 pin. So J8 is this. So that goes there. And then J9 is the 1x3 pin. So that goes there. So these are the first three components we need to solder onto this board. Pretty cool. So I see a lot here for the main board. Oh, okay, hold on. Assembly analog board. Oh, is that all we do on the main board? Just those three? Oh, okay, yeah. See, it's a step 1 test and assembly main board, and then step 2 assembly analog board. So this is the main board, and the other one is the analog board. So we actually want to swap. We want to swap the analog board we currently have in this guy here for the main board. So let's get this shit out of the way. And then what's great about having a magnetic pad like this is like you can shift it around, and like everything that is metal is just gonna stay in place. Isn't that awesome? I was gonna label this just like for fun, really. So we'll do that real quick. All right, so let's see. Headers. You get to see my awful handwriting. What do we got there? Ceramic. These are ceramic capacitors. Then we have HF chokes. I guess that's high frequency chokes. I assume these are to like filter out high frequencies or to stop them. Let's see. This is a diode. And then we have resistors. Just do RES. LED. What are these guys? These are also headers, pin headers. Yeah, other male headers. So these are female headers and these are male headers. Do you want to know why they're female? You all know, you know. I don't have to say it. Let's see, what else do we have? These are slide switches. These are a piece of fucking hair there. What are these? Capacitor trimmers. How does that work? Capacitor trimmers. These are excuse me. Diode, resistor. Okay, these are electrolytic capacitors. We'll just put capacitor. Tact switches. Those are these. We're gonna put the hook probes off to the side. I don't need to have these here, so we'll put them back in the box. What's in the box? Components. And what are these? These are pin headers. Yeah, they're a different kind of header. They're like 90-degree headers. Pin headers. And that appears to be what the hook probes connect to. So I think these go onto the board, and then this bit slots in. Wait, something like this. Yeah, like that. So it like slots in like that. Cool, cool, cool. Test signal ring. Oh, that's, you just make that with a lead. Okay. Pin header, slide switches, tact switches, and then this guy. This is like the something connector. I don't know what it's called. Where is it on the instructions here? I'm trying to find it. Jumpers. Is it here? Where does that go? Where does that solder into? Am I stupid? I don't see it on the... I don't see a photo of it. Is it because I bought... Is it because I bought that other probe separately? It actually might be. It might be. Yeah, I might have to go and look for the manual for this. Actually, let's do that now, just so like I don't get too far ahead and I go, oh, I should have done that on step 4. So we're gonna move our components off to the side here. I'm just gonna set the board on the microfiber there. Our marker we don't need anymore. I like to keep like my workspace like organized. Like I'm constantly like moving stuff around. So let's go to the website and just make sure we see what we need to be doing here. So where does this say? jyetech.com. jyetech.com. Oh, that's sick. Shake my head. You don't even have femboy headers. I know. I'm a lazy little femboy. I don't have everything I need. Cost, you missed it. He set us up to annoy the hell out of him with a real sword bit like 10 minutes ago, but I forgot what he said. I don't even remember how would you do that? Let's see, main board, analog board, packaging, optional parts, standard BNC probe. Great, but like where do you solder that? Documents for the obsoleted versions. How do I know what version I have? I don't fucking know what version I have. How would I know that? Is that what this shit is right here? I know I bought the latest ones. User manual for versions H and J analog board. Oh, this is what I got in there. So here's a PDF, which I should download just in case the site just like disappears tomorrow and then I'm SOL. So let's download this to the desktop. Okay. See if I can bring this up in Adobe. I don't have Adobe on here. I'm just gonna bring it up in Firefox, I guess. Okay. Let me share the... Oh, this is from Chrome. No, I don't want Chrome. I want Firefox. There we go. Okay. Cool. All right, I was gonna put like a shadow filter on this. Hold on one second. Choto, a second, please. Whoopsie. User defined shader. I love how I have to like, I'm like using like shaders to put like shadow effects on stuff. Oh, it's not just called shadow. What's it called? What is it fucking called? Rotating source. Do we want the title to obnoxiously rotate like 360 degrees like over and over again? I don't think you do. I don't think you want that. Pixelate shader. Oh shit. Night sky shader. Where's just like normal ass shadow shader? Come on. Gradient shader. Alright, bear with me here. Hang on. I know my logo has a shadow filter on it, so I should just copy that one over. Logo. Where are you at? Filters. Shadow. Oh, it's the drop shadow shader. I need to look for drop shadow. I see. Paste. There we go. Gotcha, bitch. Cool. All right. That shadow looks terrible, actually. That looks really bad. Hold on. That looks stupid. Hang on. We got to drop it down here first. Get rid of you. Yeah, I just had to, like, tighten it up a little bit. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, so this is the manual I'm looking at. This is a PDF version of it. Nothing, like, new here, I don't think. Yeah. This has everything we need already. It's a real bit? What? What are we talking about? My brain is just, like, fried, team. I can't figure it out. Mechanics, I'm just brain fried. We have a mainboard schematic. Oh shit, that's like a legit schematic too. Okay, cool. If I took enough time, I would be able to like read this. That is pretty cool. That they just give you the whole schematic there. Analog board schematic, power supply options, how to test, how to upgrade firmware. These are handy. How to test. Okay, this is like once you assemble it, like what you should do to get like waveforms and stuff. Oh, that's pretty sick. This is gonna be handy. So I'm gonna save this. Save that. How to upgrade firmware. We'll do this once we assemble it. So I'm gonna save that too. No, don't worry, not understanding is normal. Yeah, we're learning. We're learning. How to send waveform to PC. Oh, shit. Whoa, you can do that? Wait. The DSO138mini can send waveform data through its serial port for PC to PC for storage for further analysis. This article describes the tools and steps required to perform the transfer. An example is given in the details to show sending and displaying waveform on PC. Oh, so this is, so the serial port is here because it has ground, RX, which is receive, TX, which is transmit. That's cool. So you can do a serial connection there. Data capture application. Okay. Okay, so data sent in plain ASCII coded text with one line for one parameter or one sample. Oh, cool. And that's what the sample data looks like. To part the kimono, the magic of a real sword bit is that if you don't know what it is incredibly incomprehensible. Okay, so it's like the game. You just lost the game. Shut up. Hate that shit. Just absolutely baffling shit. Okay, I won't even try to understand. We'll just roll with it. We'll just keep going with it. Well, no, because it's actually funny. Okay, good. Yeah, the game was never funny. An example. This example shows how to send. Okay, so this is cool. They made their own like little serial thingo. As it turns out, there's a free Lady Gaga show happening on Copacabana, and it's airing on a free TV channel. That's pretty sick. Do love me some Lady Gaga. Oh, my model is like talking along to the music. We gotta calm that shit down. Hang on. Oh, that's why. There we go. Okay. Okay. Oh, well, this is all cool shit. We definitely want to like look at this later once we put it together. That's going to be like a later stream. Oh, here's the mini enclosure assembly. Okay, so this is how we're going to put our acrylic enclosure together. So this is what it's going to look like when it's all done. Look at it, says done. Done. So this is what it's going to look like once we finish it. That's really sick. Okay, so here's where the probe jack is. This is where we jack our probe into. And let me see if I can find that on the analog board. I think it's Ah, wait. J7. Wait a minute. That looks different than mine. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, okay, wait. Is that it? Okay, yeah, I see where it goes now. Okay. All right, so the barrel jack is gonna go on the analog board right like here. I just get the wire is like bent right now, so I gotta like bend it just a little to 90 degrees. So it goes like, where did I have it? It goes like this, and the feet go into the board, like so. There we go. So the barrel jack's gonna go there. Pretty sick. Okay. So that's J7. All right. Did you spend some money on China? This was before the tariffs hit. So this was still original price. I made sure to buy this before any tariffs like boosted the price. But welcome, Link. Welcome. So we're like reading through our directions. We're like nulling everything out. We're just making sure we have all our ducks in a row here. So I'm going to keep this copy of the directions. I won't keep it on screen because I have a physical copy of it, but if we need to refer to it, like I'll bring this up again. Also, before we get soldering, good thing I live in EU. Good. Before I get soldering, let's get our microscope out. So if you've been to a soldering stream of mine before, I have a little USB microscope, which is pretty fucking handy for checking my work. So let's get that plugged in. Hey, at least you escaped the taxes. Excuse me. Goodness. Get our wow stick out of the way. My wow stick. Wow. Yeah, this microscope is really cool. It's very cheap. Like, I think I paid like $20, $25 for it. But it's like fun to play with. The base is like absolute garbage though. Like, it's just a piece of shit, but let's see. Get our put our wire Velcro wire tie here at the end. There we go. So we're going to be using this a bunch. So I'm not going to put it away right away. All right, so we got a cool little USB microscope here. Plug it into our hub at the PC. Hang on. There we go. All right, so I actually have this set up already in a group. Microscope group. Uh-oh. Where is it? Oh, I'm hiding it. That's why. Let's see if it loads. It should load. Also, let's move this down here. Oh, it's not activated. That's why. I might have to like re-add this. Hang on. Try that. Oh, we did it. Yes, it works. Hell yeah. Okay, let's go. All right, so this is our nifty little microscope, which I use to check my work after I solder. Can I like tighten that more? No, it's just gonna be shit. Oh yeah, it's got this cover on it. That's why. Okay, it's got a little acrylic cover to it, and then we can do this. I don't want to put this right on the surface because I don't want to like get it scratched. So let me get a. I'll just put it right back on the microfiber cloth. Okay. So we can do this, and then let's go like that, and then we can focus it. Ta-da! So now we get small Owen view. We get microscope view. Actually, let's do it right side up. There you go. So those are some of the SMDs, the surface mount components. Actually, let me get you a better, a more cinematic view here. Oh, we're gonna lose our 10-pin header there. So you can see it from both angles. It's getting caught on the soldering iron. There you go. That's pretty neat, huh? That's some clean work there with the surface mount. I think I've only ever used high-end microscopes in my life because my high school was too broke to have any, and my uni is too loaded to not have the best in the market. I'm just browsing PC parts since I've been recently changed to 5070 Ti. I'm thinking about making a build for my old 1080 Ti. Yeah, I just got a 5070 Ti as well. I'm retiring my 3060 Ti, so I'm thinking if I want to put my 3060 in this machine or like end up repurposing it into like a dual streaming setup where I have, you know, like a dedicated streaming rig and then the gaming PC like plugs into that. We'll see. We'll see. That'll be like much later this year. It's Scuffed Owen getting too close and being in the way. Yeah, he's just there. He's just there. That's not Scuffed Owen though. That's Chibi Owen. That's Omena's art. So it's just cute small Owen. Yeah, it's really cool, isn't it? Seeing this stuff up close. Anyway, my soldering is not going to look anywhere near as good as that. So, all right, we're going to hide this for now because we don't need it in frame. So this can go off to the side for now. Okay. All right, we can actually get started, I think, now that we've like laid everything out. For those of you just joining us, I have this nice little component board here, magnetic board, where I've like labeled everything. So we got everything nicely labeled with my horrible handwriting. So that's what we're working with tonight. We'll see how far we get. It's already 9:30, so definitely want to go for like another hour and a half at least. But I'm glad the project seems pretty straightforward. We can really just start like getting our soldering on, right? Let me fix the fucking arm now that I fucked it all up. I want to make sure this is in like closer because I don't want to get my head in frame. So we're probably going to be playing around like with camera positioning quite a lot. So apologies for moving things around too much. Hopefully the glue on those bump-ons is all set now on that roasting pan. So we can actually like use it now. I asked ChatGPT recommendations. Ooh, we're not a fan of AI assistants here, just FYI. So I would keep that stuff to a minimum, please. Thank you in advance. All right, let's get back to swapping this out, and then we'll get our roaster pan to mount our thingy to. Our soldering station, like whatever you want to call it. All right, so we got roaster pan. Is this? Yeah, it's pretty solid. The glue is. Yeah, glue's pretty dry. I think this will be good. So let's test it out. Yeah, that's gonna stay put. If I push on that, it might shift a little bit. But it's definitely got like some traction there. So I think it'll be fine. So we'll get this on here. So like, yeah, I think that's gonna stay put because I'm not pushing too hard. All right, let's get our directions here. Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. It kind of just fit over there. Hako 888. Yeah, it is. It's the FX888D. Hello, Remdog. Hello. Yep. This little iron, I say little, but it's kind of sick. I definitely like wanted to get a nice iron because like my only soldering experience before getting the Hako was a old like Radio Shack iron that was just like one temperature, didn't even know what temperature it was. I used it on like 2 projects like a long time ago. Basically, the only soldering experience I have before this is like connecting a blue LED to like my transparent bottomed GameCube controller. So when I played Smash Brothers Melee, it would like light up when the rumble when the rumble went off. It would just flash a blue LED. Yeah. So okay, cool. So we've got this. Let's take this board off. I think this is my first time using this. So oh god. Don't worry. There's nothing on this side. I'll make sure. It's a good thing we did that on the analog board and not the not the main board with the nice LED display on it. That would have been fucking awful. So here, let's put this off to the side for now. Oh my god. Can you tell I'm like tired right now? I'm like slurring my words and I'm just like bashing stuff all over the place. Okay. Actually, let's put this here. Move this over here so I have enough room for my iron. Just want to make sure I don't like burn up my mouse pad or something. Get my... There you go. Cats are making a bunch of noise. Oh, let's drink some water. My mouth is like so dry. Now you're not slurring that much. Kind of noticeable, but nothing blatant. Yeah. I'm just like so fucking tired. But I'm really excited for this project, so. All right, let's move the camera in a little bit more. We're gonna put it right here. Cool. I think this is gonna be pretty good. Again, I don't get to do these Workbench streams very often, so I don't have like the perfect setup yet. I'm still kind of trying things out. Okay. So we're going to be soldering the J4, J8, and J9. So I've like never used one of these before. I guess I just put it in like wherever it makes sense. Can I do it like this? Can I do it like lengthwise? It's hard there because the USB is there. So maybe I have to do it like this. But maybe on this side I can slot it in like that. That's kind of cool. Oh, I see what the spring is for. Okay, so you can... okay, so you like pull this in, and then there's a spring to kind of keep it there. And these keep the angle. Wait, sorry. Okay, so that locks it in place like that. So you'd like undo this, turn it, twist it. Okay. And then you loosen this, and then... Is this stuck? Oh, oh god. I'm learning. What's with the spring here? Oh, the spring is dependent on this wing nut. Okay, I see. Okay, hold on. The problem is I'm getting like too off to one side here. Hang on. We're learning. All right. Center these. Cool. Okay. This here. Like that. Tighten that. Tighten that. So now this is like uber steady, and then you can undo these and then spin it like that and then tighten it back up again to get on the other side. That's pretty sick. Okay. The only problem here is like my webcam wire is like everywhere. I'm just like tying it off here on the end of the camera arm. There we go. Cool. Okay. there's so much like power cable here. Hang on, I'm totally tangled up on the iron. Give me a sec. The other thing we need to get out is our fume extractor, which is on the top of the workbench. So you always want to make sure you have a fume extractor with a filter, like minimum. If you can get a hood that vents to the outside, that's even better. Or to one of those like the specially like enclosed ones where it kind of absorbs the fumes into a box, and then it just like traps them inside with filters and stuff. Those are cool too, but those are like very expensive. I don't have the kind of budget for that right now. I do want to get a hood at some point for like more intense projects and just like vent stuff to the outside, but I'm not there yet. Okay. All right. Iron is in a better state. Can I get to this without fucking myself up? I don't have it on right now, so I'm just gonna do some like imaginary. Okay, my camera is not where it needs to be. Need to move this out of the way. We might actually zoom. Fuck. One thing I don't like about this arm is like the very bottom bit is like loose. There you go. Okay, that's less in the way now. Cool. I just want to make sure you guys can like see what I'm doing, you know? Okay, all right, so the first thing we can do is solder the pin headers. So we'll do this one, the 1x10 pin. So this is gonna go in here. So in order to do that, we're gonna need to flip it around. And what I do for you know, to like kind of get it into place, I have this heat resistant tape. I forget what the proper name for this is, but it's designed so that it can withstand like high heat when you're doing work like this. So what I usually do is I take a bit off. I'll get my scissors first. Come on. It's pretty flush with the rest of it. Motherfucker, hang on. Just gotta get my nail under it. Come on. How about the tweezers? Oh, I got it. There we go. Okay. So I'll like tape like that. Just enough to like give myself a little bit of, you know, like stability, so I can just tack one in. And then if I get one tacked in, then I can remelt the solder and reposition it, like if it's not flush. Because that's the thing with the headers. It's like you don't want to do it all in one shot. You want to tack one pin in and then make sure that it's sitting like straight flush with the board. And then you can kind of like just maneuver it with your finger. Like you take the iron, you melt the solder, and then you like make sure it's flush and then pull it away before you burn yourself. There's a lot of like little, like you might burn yourself if you're not careful. But I always try to be very careful. I've never like really burned myself with an iron before, so count myself lucky. But anyway, I got that tape on there now, so we can turn it around like so. And now we have our pins here. So it's very close to the screen, so we want to be very careful here. And actually, what I want to do, actually, I'm going to turn this around. And do it from here. Yeah. I know that's a bit silly. I could just pull it out and put it back in, but I already had it like kind of, you know, it was kind of in there where it is. Anyway, so these are very, very small pins. So I think I want to get my my finer tip for this project, if I can find it. Here it is. Yeah, so I have the chisel tip, and then I have this finer tip, if it'll focus. Let me take it out of there. Whoa, electronics. Hello, Len. Yeah, we're doing electronics night here. We're making a we're assembling this mini oscilloscope. It's a DIY kit, and it's got a lot of through-hole components for us to solder. All the SMDs, all the surface mount stuff is already soldered onto it. So it's just a fun little project. We can probably get this done in like 2 to 3 streams. But yeah, we've nulled out all the components. So I got them all on my magnetic project mat here. And we're gonna get started. I'm just gonna switch out my tip here. So I'm gonna switch out my chisel tip for the fine tip. So that blue color you see is oxidation from exposing the metal to very high heats. Just kind of clean it off a little bit. You can see I still have the tip tinned from last time. Always make sure to tin your tips. Wow, setup, yeah. We're setting up. You know, one thing I keep forgetting to do, I keep forgetting to get more of the cleaning, whatchamacallit, this stuff. What do you call this stuff? Like shaved metal. I forget. I need to get more of that. I need to get another metal sponge. Brass wool, yes, exactly. Brass wool. I need more brass wool for my iron mount. I don't use the sponge. I just use the brass wool. I also have tip cleaner. Yeah, tip tinner. I have tip tinner as well for when the tips get really nasty. So, oh, I hate that sound. It makes my teeth hurt. You just roll your hot iron in there and cleans the tip for you. It's good shit. But that's just when it gets particularly nasty. Okay, am I going to be able to do it like this? I think I'm going to have to adjust. I'm pretty particular about the angles that I work at. I think it's going to be more like this. There we go. So we got to be very careful about the LCD there, or the OLED or whatever it is. How am I going to go at this? Like here? Yeah, I'm going to do it like this. Okay. And the tape is like barely pushing it up against the board. So again, I'm gonna like tack one. I'm gonna tack the one on the right, and then I'm gonna push up with my finger after we get it set. So we reset it. Now let's see if we can use the bigger Kester solder here. If we have, let me see, where does it end? There it is. I need to get. I think I have it on my throne. The mounts for these, where you can just mount your solder coil. So that you just like have it like sitting and you can just pull on it, it comes out. Right now I just have it kind of like in the spool, just as is, which is like not great, to be honest. I kind of wish I had that. So that's going to be a future gift to myself. Okay, I think this, yeah, this is not too thick. We can do this. This is going to be good. Yeah, I think we can definitely use this this gauge. Cool. Okay. I just got to like calm down and make sure I'm going in properly here. So we do it like that. Yeah. And I'll like rest my hand on there. You have a few of those? Yeah. Is it leaded? Yes, this is leaded solder. So we were talking about safety, lead safety early on. Anytime you handle leaded metals, don't put your fingers in your mouth. Don't ingest lead. Always wash your hands after you leave your workstation, after you clean up. Don't ingest any lead. Be very careful with it, right? So there are advantages to using leaded solder. It melts at lower temperatures. It's generally easier to handle than non-leaded solder, but it's up to you if you want to use leaded or non-leaded solder. This iron can definitely go hot enough to handle unleaded solder. I think in Canada you can't buy leaded anymore, so enjoy. Okay, now I just need the fume extractor, which is basically a glorified PC fan with a filter in front of it, so I don't get any of the, what do you call it? Flux fumes, because there's a flux core in these. In my face, because I don't want to breathe that shit in. As tasty as it smells, it ain't good for you to breathe in flux fumes. You can't get lead fumes because lead doesn't emit fumes at these temperatures. You would have to get it extremely hot into a gaseous state, but the flux is what's emitting the fumes, and it's not good for you. So, funnily enough, I think everyone in chat has soldered before. Don't, and we cannot stress this enough, drink solder. Exactly. The odds of getting superpowers after drinking solder are so low. Do not drink solder. Yeah. They're not zero. The odds are not zero. Okay. All right, let's see. Does this turn on? Perfect. Oh, it doesn't look like it's too loud through the Lark mic either. That's good. Oh, Remdog, thank you so much for the follow. I didn't see it. Yeah, I don't have alerts on today because I'm at my Workbench PC, so there's no follower alerts, there's no subscription alerts, so I apologize if I missed something. But thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Still statistically impossible, though, just not zero. Okay, I think we're ready to get started. Let's go. When did we start the stream? 8. We started at like 8:10. It's now 9:43, and we've done absolutely nothing yet. I lied. We've done a bunch. It's fine. All right. Let's get the iron started. Do you want to see the iron start up? Here. Let's move the... I'm going to hate myself for moving this again. The power of yapping, yeah. All right, ready? So there's a on-off switch on the side. So I think I have it on the temperature I need. I think I have it around like 450 or something. There it goes. That's how hot it gets. Oh shit, it's not in the holder. 500 degrees. This is Fahrenheit, by the way. I think 600. 700. Do I usually have it at 700? I'm gonna Google real quick, like what's a good soldering temperature. Let me get it. Let me position this correctly. Ugh. All right, we're not gonna move this shit again because I'm tired of wasting time putting this in different positions. That's what she said. Okay. It sure as hell isn't at 700 Celsius. Yeah. You're good. Let's see. Good soldering temp. Good soldering temperature typically falls between... Oh, no, it's an AI result. We don't look at that shit. Should be between 371F and 842F. Wow, that's a huge range. Oh, it depends on that. Okay, for electronics, the temperature around 400... What? Wait a minute. I think 700 is where we want to be. Hold on. And a lot of these don't specify if they're talking about Celsius or Fahrenheit. $400C sounds about right. What's 400C? I think I can convert this unit. Yeah, 752. Yeah, I think I did like 700 as like a middle ground. I think I'm good at 700, so we're gonna leave it at 700. If we run into trouble, well, we'll know pretty quickly, right? Okay. If a bit high, yeah. Okay. We're going to do the 10-pin header first. So we're going to tack the pin all the way on the right. Oh, it's already like, the tape's already like being shitty. Okay. Turn our fume extractor on. And let's get to it. Wait. Let me try tinning the tip here. There we go. And cleaning it. All right. Perfect. There we go. Okay. All right, so we've got our first one tacked. So I'm going to push up with my finger on the bottom here, remelt the solder, and make sure it's flush. There we go. Oh God, that looks like shit. There we go. Oh God, no. Okay, that looks terrible. I don't like this tip. I don't like the very fine tip. It doesn't like work for me very well. I like the chisel tip better, like the bigger chisel tip. Maybe I can get away with the chisel tip, but it's too late now. I've already like put this one on. Let me clean it a bit. Remelt this. I probably just have too much there. There we go. That's a better looking joint. You can't like do this too many times, otherwise you're gonna cause problems, but it's my first one in a while, so. All right, I think I've got it set in there pretty well. Let me just like flip it up, make sure. Yeah, that looks 90 degrees. Okay. Local Catboy expresses opinions on various tips he's encountered. I mean, join the Owen fans for more information. Oh no, I just joined that together. Fuck me. All right. It's been a while. It's been a while, mechanics. Let's see if we can undo this. We actually might need flux for this. I think we're gonna need flux. It's just that this tiny tip just does not get hot enough. That's the thing. Like I don't like it. I like the chisel tip. Yeah, I think we're gonna need flux for this. All right, let's tin this again. Okay. Where's my flux? So I have a flux pen. So what flux does, it kind of like leads your solder to like where it needs to go. I don't exactly know how it like does that, but basically we can like kind of like spread it here into the joints where the joints are gonna go, and it will like help us get the solder in there. Like it'll just kind of like flow in there as it should. It's kind of like magic. I don't really get it. Surface tension? Yeah. Surface tension, like how it reacts with the metals. Yeah, that's a much cleaner joint. It's so hard to get it in there. That's nicer. Okay. Yeah, see these smaller projects, it's like we definitely need to use flux. With the tiny tip, it takes longer to like heat up the metals too. I just need like a steady hand. There we go. That's looking good. Okay. So I'll show you the differences of the joints. Using flux versus not using flux. And me being an idiot versus me not being an idiot. I need to like remelt this and yeah. I need my wick. Hang on. We need to wick some of this because this is just too much. Is that going? Ow. 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 It's burning me because, like, the heat is traveling through the copper wick up into my fingers. But I think I took some of it away, so. Let's try it again. Did that do anything? Hang on. Okay. Oh, I like stripped it off of that one. Okay. There we go. Okay, all right. Some of these joints suck. Some of these joints are pretty good. So I'll get the microscope out so you can see. Microscope time. Okay, let's try and get this focused here. All right, so we got some like we got a couple of pretty good joints. Let's get my tweezers out. So like this one, this is good. Look at that. That's like almost perfect. Like these are like perfect. This one is a disaster. That's the one I was just trying to correct. This one was the correction too. Not too bad. This looks like hot garbage though. These were the first two, or sorry, the first three. So these two I actually bridged together. So all these like first three, yeah, these first three, I was not using the flux. So I was like doing it on hard mode. And then I put the flux on, and then I like instantly became amazing at the work. So this is gorgeous. You want this cone shape. And actually like one of the best guides for how to have like, you know, perfect soldering is from NASA. So NASA actually put out a guide in the 50s or 60s on how to properly solder the components so that they wouldn't fail while they were like trying to get things into space. More flux and reflow the first three? I think so, yeah. So I think I'll get some flux on there. I'll reflow them. We'll see how that goes. But we're not gonna like split hairs over it, you know, if we can't get it perfect. All right, let's get my microscope out of the way. How did I get this in before? Did I just do that? Yeah. Here, there you go. All right. The flux pen is pretty nice. It kind of keeps things like orderly. tin the tip. There we go. Tin it, clean it, and then we'll reflow. Ugh, wait, that's not clean. No, it's still like kind of like getting like tails. Maybe I should like wick that off. This one's gonna reflow. That looked better. I can hear I can see the flux bubbling. Okay, that's way better. That's way better. Clean the tip. Get that off there. There we go. That's way better. Oh, that looks better coming out from the side. There we go. Okay, we got a little bit of a tail up top, but that's fine. And then this disaster here. Hang on. Just get a little bit of that excess off. Oop. Get that tail off of there. Damn, bro. Where's my wick? I don't want to get too anal about this, but I want it to work first try. I have a pretty good track record of getting things to work first try. Okay, we're good. Those look a lot better. Retin the tip. Cool. All right, what's next? So we got our 10 pin. Now we got our 3 pin. Oh, sorry, our 2 pin. These are the female headers. So that's J8. So what's J8? This is J8 right here. So let's get, we can probably reuse the same tape for that. Can reuse the same tape. So this tape has served us well. Good flush 90-degree angle on that. Looking good. Technology, Daisuke, hello, how are you? Good to see you. All right, let's get this taped on. Kind of made a mistake here by doing it this way, but whatever. We just need to have it stay just long enough to tack one of those pins. Actually, coming in from the top is probably going to be better than coming in from the bottom. Good thing that the LED has a protective cover for it, because you can see that all the little flux, bits of splashes of flux are getting all over it. Climbs on top of your workbench and takes a nap. No, Velvet, get off the bench. It's too small for that. It's too, well, actually, you can go up to the very top. The very top is, you got room up there. If I move the microfiber cleaning cloth box, you're good. Actually, check this out. I got my Widow Jane whiskey bottle here, but watch this. Boom! We got fairy lights on the inside. We got fairy lights. Isn't that cool? I love these like battery corks, these fake corks. So I can just put cute you know, little LEDs and bottles for fun. All right. All right, now we're gonna do the 2 pin. My God, he's getting the fairy lights drunk. Everybody gets drunk at Owen's bar. If you want to. We serve mocktails as well. I make some pretty good mocktails. I make my own like raspberry sodas. It's pretty fun. I have a soda stream. I get like frozen raspberries, and then I like make my own syrup. So I make like a raspberry syrup. It's really good. Okay, we're gonna tack the ground first. Get in there. Oh, it's not gonna work from this angle, is it? Okay. We gotta come in from the other angle. Fuck. Alright. Let's go. Oh, flux. Let's do flux this time first. So tiny and cute. Oh shit, we got a raid. Sorry, I don't have alerts on right now because I'm on my Workbench PC. But I'll check in a sec. I just want to get this pin soldered. There we go. Cool. All right, who we got? Frankie, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Anna, hello. A-Ray, hello. Kat, hello. Zoe Sight, hello. Autumn, hello. Hello, everybody. Love my nails. Thank you so much. They're really chipped now. I've had the polish on for almost 2 weeks now, so it's finally like really going bye-bye. I was gonna do nail polish remover today, but I just didn't get to it. So tomorrow I'll remove it, and then probably next weekend I'll do another color, one of my other Holo Taco colors. So yeah. Oh boy, a soldering iron melts the solder into little balls and messes around with it just like in shop class. Oh god. Oh god, Velvet, you were a menace in shop class, weren't you? Anyway, hello. Lita, hello. Kohai, hello. Wow, we got everybody tonight. Hello. Yeah, so we're soldering the, let me turn this off. We're soldering the DSO138mini oscilloscope. So this is a DIY kit where we're, putting together our own oscilloscope. So it's going to look like this when it's done. And I actually have like an acrylic case for it too. And we got a fancy probe with it and everything. So we're going to have our own little oscilloscope for small electronics projects when we're done. Pretty exciting. Pretty exciting. And yeah, I've been wanting to do more hand cam and DIY stuff for a while. Now that I have the lav mic that actually sounds good, I'm really happy to be working on this stuff. So all right, so we've tacked one of these. Let me check. Oh, that is not 90 degrees, and that is not flush at all. No TTS today. Yeah, no redeems today. My Workbench PC is not set up for like full end-to-end streaming. It's really just like a bare bones setup, and I didn't really have the time to get it set up today for all the redeems and everything. So sorry about that. All right, so we're going to get this at a 90-degree angle. So we're gonna reflow this solder here. Oh, I can feel it moving. Okay, it melted. And is that flush? I think it is. Let's take the tape off. Yeah, that's flush. That's flat against it. Okay, cool. Excellent. Anyway, Raiders, I'm Owen Aeon, your sparkly racing cat. I do motorsports content. I do sim racing, like iRacing once or twice a week. I do variety gaming. I do DDR on Friday nights. I get all dressed up in cute outfits and dance for you. And then, yeah, I do a variety of stuff. I do hand cam streams like this. All kinds of stuff. So, yeah, happy you're here. Good to see you. Raiders, if you got a raid and run, you got to go take care of yourselves. No worries. But if you want to hang out for some chill soldering action, welcome. Happy to have you. All right, that looks good. We're going to do the other one. Tin the tip. clean the tip? Is it in there? I guess it is. I made a fucking tail out of this one, though. There we go. Just reflow it real quick. All right. Should we check that? I'm kind of scared to check it because it's gonna look like ass under the scope. Ugh. Could be better. Could be worse. Actually, do you want to see my nails under the microscope? Oh shit, look at that. Isn't that cool? Whoa, zoom. Whoa, enhance. Enhance. That's some good Holo Taco shit right there. Cool. All right, we did that one. Let's see, what's next? J9, that's a 3-pin. J9. J9 is this bit here. Oh, let's get rid of the scope. Enhance. Do you remember that scene in Blade Runner where Harrison Ford is like telling the computer to like zoom in like insane amounts on a photo? And it's like the longest, most boring scene I've ever seen, but it's only boring because like we have Photoshop in modern day. And back then it was like only a dream. It's kind of like wacky here. It's flush against the board, but it's like twisted a little bit. It's kind of wonky, but I think it's okay. Boring? You mean Keynote? No, that great movie, but like that was like that scene was just like, oh my god, please move on. Can we move on? This is taking way too long. But if you don't check, you won't know. That's true. That's true. Shiny. Yeah, it is shiny. All right, so we got J9 here. Can we reuse this tape again? I think it's still sticky enough. We can use it again. Oh, it'll hold it like just enough, I guess. Just enough. Let's turn it. Sorry, you didn't feel the cyberpunk spirit of slowly zooming in on 10 pixels. Yeah, that's really what it was. That was pretty incredible. All right. I love when my water heater fires up, like starts burning the gas. It's like, I'm like, oh fuck, scary. The guts of your house. They really come alive. Oh, I didn't put the flux on, motherfucker. Forgot the flux again. Let's hold it. Okay. Let's go again. We go again. We go again. Did that? No. We need more. Please. There we go. Alright, let's try and... Now it's tacked, so let's try and get it flush. I'm holding it from the bottom. Push it in. Feels alright. Time to apply the flux capacitor. Not the flux capacitor, just the flux. Yeah, that looks aligned. Got a shitty tail on it, though. Oops. I stuck it in the sponge. I don't even have a wet sponge. Let's get some of the tail off here. There we go. Alright, let's turn this a little bit that way. There we go. Get it flat. IDK if it applies to soldering this small, but for bigger irons, it helps to put the solder on top of the tip and let it drip down from it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going like slightly up and letting it come down. And that actually worked. That worked at that time on that one. There we go. Perfect. Okay. The next two are much more compliant than the first. I think it's because they started the first one without the flux. So I kind of whiffed it. I'm just going to do a visual check. Ew, it looks garbage. It looks garbo. It looks so bad. Reflow. All right, better. Trust me, I've seen far worse crimes from from other small electronics folks. Like, I'm pretty good in comparison. Just saying. I want to do a little kit building stream, but I need my UV light for it, and IDK where my nail stuff is right now. Aw, I'm sure you'll find it. All right, that tape is done ski now. All right, so we've done our pin headers on our main board. Let's undo this. There we go. We've soldered our pin headers. Just double check our work. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay, so the main board I think is done now. Everything else is on the analog board. So we're gonna set this off to the side. Back in the box. Hasn't unpacked a box for 4 months. It happens. That happens when you move. Sometimes there's things like that stick around for like a year. And I get it. No shame. It just be like that. It do be like that. All right. So, step 2, assembly analog board. Follow the number as ordered. Let's bring up the PDF. You guys like PDFs, right? You like PDFs. Here you go. All right, so this is what we're looking at. So we've done step 1. Where's my cat pointer? So we've done this step. We did this. We checked the main board. We plugged it in. It boots. We've done the pin headers here. So we did the 1x10, the 1x2, and the 1x3. So now we're doing the analog board. So we're gonna solder all the resistors. Note, always meter resistor values before soldering because color bands are easy to misread. Resistors are all 1/8 of a watt. Okay. So what they're talking about is using a multimeter to measure the resistance. So we're gonna... No, they make me mad because sometimes I try to copy the text and it won't let me. Aw. Yeah, because they're not like OCR'd PDFs. All right, we'll get the board in the holder, and then we'll move this off to the side. This is sick. This board is sick. Isn't this beautiful? That's a beautiful baby board. As a baby board. Delicious. I love this stand. This is so nice. This is so much better than soldering on like the mat with the stupid I have this thing. The helping hands. Here, let me get this out of the way. Before I was using the helping hands with the tentacles, and the tentacles like suck. The tentacle, like they keep coming loose. Like I have to keep like re-screwing them into the base. Like this is a cheap set, basically. I like the fucking crescent moon shape. That was hilarious. It's like, this is what Sailor Moon uses to solder. But the tentacles, they just like, I don't know, they just weren't doing it for me. And they're like, they keep like bending back into position. They're like, you have to like fight them. They got suckers. No, unfortunately. They're not that fun. All right, so we're gonna use our multimeter to measure the resistors. And there's like a way to read the color codes on there. I have to like go Google it though. So what do they got? R1, R13, okay. Okay, so I gotta remember, how do we do this with the multimeter? You have to have it on the right setting or you're gonna like break shit. Isn't it like, where's ohms? This? Ohms is omega, right? Yeah. So we need to turn it to 200, 2000, 20K, 200K, 20 mil, 200 mil. So some of these resistors are all different, right? So, okay, so this one's like 100K, 1.8 mil, 200K, 2 mil, okay. So they start at 120. So don't we want to like start from there? Or is that DC? What is that? I need my I need my multimeter guide. Hang on. We should probably Google this shit. 200. Fuck. First of all, we gotta get untangled. The probes are just tangling themselves here. Okay. Oh, did we run out of music? Did lo-fi beats to solder to stop? It did. Cozy cabin, chill lo-fi beats? Okay, sure. Yeah, that's chill. Measuring ohms shouldn't break anything, just gotta get the right sensitivity. That's what I thought, yeah. It's only when you get into like amps, like current, is when you get into trouble, right? So like for example, this one, I don't even know if this is like close to what the current thing is. Okay, so this, hold on, wait, I had it. One 120? Oh, it's like all over the place. I need to get it off of this, right? Oh, I should probably get it on a silicone mat. Hold on. This is why I have a silicone mat. Let's not lose the barrel connector. God, it's so like wiggly. Hang on. $120. Yeah, it's 120. Okay, so that's 120 ohms. Okay, that's an R8 or an R12. Okay, cool. So let's, on the project mat here, let's, instead of just doing resistor, we'll actually do the ohms. This is the flux pen. I'm not going to write in the flux pen. We're going to write, erase that. Let's get all our resistors out of here. Actually, let's move the switches here. Okay. So what is this? This is 120. See if I can draw omega there. It's pretty shitty omega. Are you an A, a B, or an O mechanics? Okay, let's get these two here. All right, what's this boy? Oop. Stop. Okay, that's not giving me a reading, so it's probably like out of scope. So let's go to 2000. No, 20K. I should get the band guide, the color guide. Wait. Stop moving, you fucker. Should get 0 if you put them together. Yeah, I do. Is this the one in the mill? The 2 mil? Oh, it is. Okay, so this is like the 2 mil one, I think. Yeah, there's a 1.8 mil and a 2 mil. Oh my god. I don't like these cables. They get tied up so easily. That says 0.20. So is that 200K? So at the 20 mil mark, what's 20% of 2 million? Is that 200K? That would make sense, right? Oh, sorry, 20 million. Oh, so it would be 2 mil. 2 mil or 4 mil. It's saying 0.19. There should be one that's I need to do this properly. Hang on. All right, we're gonna get resistor color guide up. Actually, let's save this down. Oh my god, WebP, fuck off with your WebP garbage. Nobody uses that. No one gives a shit about WebP. That's why I have WebP to PNG converter on my desktop. So I don't have to deal with that trash. Here we go. All right. Excuse me. Oh goodness, sorry. I like that they have Oh, what do you call this? The thing where you come up with words for a thing to remember it. Bad beer rots our young guts, but vodka goes well. Get some now. Black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue. That's fucking amazing. It's not a homonym, is it? It's like, it's called something else. A mnemonic. Yes, I remember at the same time as Rem said it. A mnemonic. Like Johnny Mnemonic, the Keanu Reeves film. Alright, what am I looking at here? Significant figures. Thirth digit only for 5 and 6 bands. Alright, so what band is this? What is this? What are we looking at here? Let's get the microscope out. We're learning as we go. We're not rushing this. We're just learning as we go. Because I forget all this shit, like, really easily. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So how do I know which side is left and which is right? How do I know how to read it? Gap between band 3 and 4 indicates reading direction. What gap? What gap are we talking about here? Gap between band 3 and 4. It looks like perfectly separated to me. I don't understand. How many bands? 5? Yeah, there's 5 bands here. So we got brown, orange, black, black, red? Oh man, I'm too stupid for this. Five band. Okay, so it's the significant figures is just like the number it represents, right? So the color represents a number. And then okay, we gotta read the directions here, honestly. We gotta read the directions. Hold on. Okay. How does the resistor color code work? Resistor values are often indicated with color codes. Practically all leaded resistors with a power rating up to 1 watt are marked with color bands. Color code is given by several bands. Here they specify resistance value, the tolerance, and sometimes the reliability or failure rate. Number of bands varies from 3 to 6 at a minimum. 2 bands indicate the resistance value, and 1 band serves as the multiplier. The values are standardized. These values are called preferred values. Tips for reading resistor codes. The reading direction might not always be clear. Sometimes the increased space between bands 3 and 4 provide an indication of the reading direction. Also, the first band is usually the closest to a lead. A gold or silver band is always the last band. Gold or silver band. One is red and one is brown, so I don't know which one. It is a good practice to check the manufacturer's documentation to be sure about the color coding. When in doubt, measure the resistance with an ohm meter. In some cases, this might even be the only way to figure out the resistance. For example, when the color bands are burnt off. That's funny. Oh, okay, so wait a minute. 5-band resistor. Resistors with high precision have an extra band to indicate a third significant digit. Therefore, the first 3 bands indicate the significant digits. The 4th band is the multiplication factor, and the 5th band represents the tolerance. Brown, yellow, violet. Okay, so brown is 1, yellow is 4, violet is 7, and black is times 10 to the 0th power. So it's times 1. Green, 0.5% represents a 147 ohm resistor with a 0.5% tolerance. Okay, so the first three indicate the value, and the last one is the multiplier. So, getting my calculator up. Oops. Bumped it out of shot here. So let's like, we know it's like 1.8 mil, right? Or somewhere around 2 mil or something. I think. So let's say just like brown is 1, then orange is 3, so 1, 3, and then a black 0. No, that doesn't make sense. 2 times 1K tolerance 1. I don't know if I'm reading it in the right direction or not. What if it's this way? I like can't really tell. Actually, that looks, well, red 2, black 0, black 0, 2, 0, 0, and then a yellow, which is times 10, 2, 0, 0 times 10, 200, add another, oh, sorry, 10K, 200 times 10K, and then the brown is the tolerance. Add 2 zeros to that. 200. Add 4 zeros. Wait, 2, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 million. Hey, we did it. We read it. That's the R4. That's the R4 right there. We figured it out. That's cool. Your math is mathing correctly. Yeah, even though my brain is like operating at like 20%. All right, hey, that's the first time I've ever looked at a resistor and actually figured it out. That's pretty cool. Okay, I like that. All right, so we're gonna put that on the mat. So this is 2 mil. That's pretty sweet. I'm proud of myself. Learning, yeah. All right, what's this one? I don't know if we're gonna go through like all of these, right? I mean, we are gonna go through all of them, but we're gonna use the meter. Oh my god, look at this. It's just like globbed on there. It just looks like shit. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? I don't know if that's like red or orange. I think that's red. Yeah, it looks like red to me. Not through the microscope. It's more orange through the microscope, but it's like red IRL. I'm looking at it right now. Like with my eyes. What the fuck? Hang on. Okay, so red 2, black, black. So if we're reading it this way. Where'd it go? All right, so 2, 0, 0 times 100. 2, 0, 0. Mari, hello. Mecca, hello. How are you? Welcome, welcome. I don't have alerts on today because I'm at my Workbench PC, and I don't have Mix It Up set up down here, so I'm kind of in a bare bones setup. But we're doing a little bit of soldering today. We're making a oscilloscope kit. So right now I'm going through all of the resistors and measuring them to make sure that we know what's what. So I got my microscope out here. I'm going to turn off my iron because I think we're going to go through these resistors and probably not have enough time to do more soldering tonight. So I'm going to shut the iron off for now. This is kind of like a long-term project. We're probably going to do like 2 or 3 streams for this. Oop. Microscope's falling off. But yeah, welcome in. If you got a raid and run, no worries. Is that one 20K? We're gonna find out. So we're gonna math this out first, and then we're gonna use the multimeter. So what did I say? I said, let me resize this again. I said 200 because it's red, black, black. Oops. Hang on. Get it in there. There we go. This is a Mari raid. You have been infiltrated. I have been infiltrated. Lock down the doors. My smoke alarm was going off earlier. It was like a fucking bomb going off in my house for like no reason. Okay, so red, black, black. So we got 2. This is another 5. Shit. This is another 5 band. So 200 times 100. So that is equal to, add 2 zeros to that. 20. Don't worry about how we infiltrate with a bunch of moths. Don't worry about it. But anyway, yeah, welcome in. I'm Owen Aeon, your sparkly racing cat. I'm really tired, but I'm doing cool electronics projects. All right, so we're going to measure this with the ohm meter. Or sorry, the multimeter. So if it's 20K, then we want to put this at 200K. Put this at 200K. And then... Sorry, I want to make sure you can see all this stuff. I have a lot of shit going on right now on the screen. Get this pen out of the way. Yes, we did it. Hey, we're getting it right. Look at 20K. Hell yeah. Right? Yeah. That's right, because if you put this on 20K, it's going to be too high, right? Oh, no, it's right there. Okay, it is right there. I got you. Just under. Cool. All right, so it's 20K. Sick. So that one's 20K. Gonna put that on the mat. I am baby when it comes to these projects. Oh no! Cool. Alright, what do we got next? We got a lot of resistors here. I think some of these are the same. There's a lot of similar color schemes here, but we're just gonna have to go one at a time. Within 1% tolerance, yeah. Is the tolerance like how much it could vary from outside of the reported ohms? Is that what the tolerance means? Am I understanding that correctly? Alright, what's this one? What the fuck? I can't tell which way you're supposed to read it, because they're all kind of samey. This one's symmetrical, isn't it? This is all like browns. Hang on, let me look at it with my eyes. Yeah, it's all like brown and black. Okay, so this one is brown, brown, black, brown. Brown, brown, black. So 110 times 10. Yeah, so A-Ray has it right. So, wow, I can't type. No, 1,100. So that would be, that's the R9, the R10, and the R16. So there's 3 of these. They go, so what it is it's telling me where these correspond to on the board. So this one, the 1.1K ohms goes in R9, R10, and R16. So R9, oh, I got it flipped around. R9, R10, and R16. So that's where these are going to go. We're going to do one there, and one there of this brown, black, brown. If that makes sense. So that's cool. Okay, so let's measure it with the multimeter. Yep. 1,100. And if we put it on up to 2,000 ohms, we'll see the same result, right? Whoop. There you go. 1,096. Cool. Yo, this is sick. I love this. I love that we're learning this. This is so cool. It's actually a lot easier to read than I thought. All right, 1.1K. Oh God, I can't even write a 1. That's how shit I am. There we go. All right, next resistor. We're just gonna go through them. So this one is, where am I? There you are. So it says if it ends in gold, that's always the end, right? Isn't that the rule? Gold is always the last one. Tips for reading resistor. 5-band resistor. Is the color order what they should appear in? Oh, okay, it's just the numbering. I see. All right. Power mishap. That looks orange or yellow to me. In real life, like not under the camera, I can't tell. I can't tell. It's definitely not brown. It's definitely not brown. Power mishap. When I was first learning resistors in electrical lab, I simultaneously misset the equipment an order of magnitude up and misread a resistor and grabbed one an order of magnitude down. Did not go well for the resistor. Yeah. Yeah, we want to make sure we're not on the amp meter setting. Okay, so this is, so if it's gold, well, it wouldn't be gold, would it? It would be orange, right? Okay, so orange, black, black, black. So 3,300 times 1. So it would just be 300 ohms. Yeah, we do have a 300 there. Okay, so let's do that. $300. Let's see. Hell yeah, we got it. Oh, wait, you can't see it because of the color chart, my bad. There we go. 300. Hell yeah, let's go. All right, put that on the mat. I have too many wires going everywhere. Sorry. What the fuck? My USB hub is like crying right now. There we go. Okay. Next one. Well, I'll get tired of this in like 15 minutes and then I need to like go shower and go to bed soon. I'm so fucking tired. This is really fun though. Thank you guys for hanging out. The ammeter setting for this wouldn't be a problem. It would just short both ends of the resistor, which isn't a problem as it's unpowered. The resistance mode itself can be dangerous as part of the measuring process is passing current, which can cook delicate components. Oh, okay. Got you. So don't set it high. Don't set it higher than it should be. So I've kind of gotten lucky so far, is what you're saying. I've gotten lucky when I was testing something on the higher settings. Okay. All right, what's this one? Brown, red. I think that's red. Hang on. God, I can't fucking tell. I can't tell. There we go. That could be red or it could be orange. Actually, I think it's orange. Okay, so brown, orange, black, black. 1, 3, 0. 1, 3, 0. Just 1, 3, 0, right? 1, 3, 0. Do we have? I don't see one listed on the parts, so maybe it's the other way around. Nah, I don't think you could cook anything here, especially a resistor with the resistance setting. It's more extremely delicate components like some semiconductors. Oh, I see. So if we flip this around. Thank you for the electronics knowledge. I appreciate it. I like all the little bits of knowledge people have. And it doesn't feel like backseating either, right? So brown, black, black, orange. 1, 0, 0 to the 1000. I think it's red, honestly. So 1, 0, 0 times 100. So 100 times 100. So 100. So 1, 0, 0. 10,000. I think it is. Wait a minute. No, it's just, wait, it's just 100? 120? That's 120. How do we get 120? Brown, 1. Or brown and red. Oh, it's the other way around. It's brown, red. Look. Brown, 1. Red, 2. Black, 0. Black times 1. It's 120. Okay. Yeah, the paint job on these really sucks. It's really bad. You did get it the right way around. I despise resistor color codes. Yeah, I'm hating them too. I think just doing it by the multimeter is a much better way. Okay, what do we got here? We're learning, though. We're learning. What do we got? Ooh, we got a green one. Or is that yellow? I can't tell. Oh, you know what? You know what? I have a fucking magnifying glass. I forgot. I forgot. I have a magnifying glass. That's yellow to me. Okay. I mean, it could be green. It could be yellow or it could be green. Who knows? Oh, baby, a green. All right, it's a green. It's a green. It's a green. Sorry. whacking my camera here. Brown, green, black, gray. Can't tell the colors apart, and you have 2 reading directions. Yeah, it's fucking garbage. So let's say it's this way. Brown, green. So we got 1, 5, 0 with a 100 million multiplier? I don't think so, Tim. We're only going up to 2 mil. It's got to be the other way around. Brown. So we got 1. Gray is 8. Black is 0. Multiplier is 100K. 100. So that should be our 1.8 mil, right? Or 18 mil? Wait, am I stupid? 180 times 100. So is it yellow? It's probably yellow then, yeah. So, but knock off a 0. So this would be our 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, that's our 1.8 mil. Okay, let's measure it. All right, go up to our 20 mil. Oh, wait, no. I had it. It's kind of closer to like 1.9. It's definitely not 2 mil. That's pretty far off, actually. I don't know if that's because of like inaccuracies in the multimeter, or is it just because when you get up to that higher ohm resistance, it's harder to get. Yeah, that's way off tolerance, isn't it? Is that okay? Like, are we gonna be okay? All right, I mean, we're just gonna have to go with it because it's what we got. All right, so that's the 1.8. And then everybody goes silent. Okay. What time is it? 10:55. We'll do like a couple more. Now that I know how to like read these, this should go a lot faster next time, and then we can get like lots of soldering done. Okay, what do we got here? We got red, black, black, green, brown. Red. All right, so we got 2, 0, 0 times 100K. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Is this another 2 million? That can't be right. That's more. Yeah, it's the other way around. Okay, spin it around. Bring it around town. Bring it around town. Where are you? Where are you, motherfucker? There you are. All right, brown. That looks like green this time. 1, 5, 0 times 1. So that's 150. 150 amps? Or, sorry, ohms? 150 amps? I'm dead. Touch that, you die. No. Are we getting fooled? Is it a yellow again instead of a green? 1, 4. 140. Is there 140 ohm? No. What is it? What is it? What if it's red? 2, 0, 0. What if it's yellow? 10K? Again, that's like another 2 million. We only have how many 2 mils do we have? We only have one. What are these colors, man? What are these colors? All right. Reading it from the other way again. What if it's yellow instead of green? 140. It would be 140, but we don't have a 140 ohm resistor. Here's a list of every resistor we should have, right? So we have 100K, 1.8. We have two 100Ks, one 1.8 mil, two 200Ks, a 2 mil, 120K, 120K, three 300s, two 180s, two 120s, and three 1.1s. I think we're just gonna go at it with the multimeter and just see what we get, you know? I think everyone's a bit tired of this shit now, so good time to like finish this off. Okay, so it's above 200. We're at the 2K. Oh wait, I gotta this fucking thing. There we go. I need a better way to like sort these charts for everybody. Okay, so it's definitely above 2K. Now we're at the 20K. Okay, definitely above 20K. Gotta run, good luckies. No worry, A-Ray. I'm gonna sign off soon. Thank you so much for your help. It's fun doing this stupid math with you. All right, now we're at the 20 mil. There we go. It's 2 mil. This is a 2 mil, but we already found a 2 mil. Why do we have two 2 mils? Hang on. I'm gonna remeasure the other one. This is not 2 mil. This one is 200K. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's 200K. Good thing we're measuring all these. Good thing we have a multimeter. I'm so glad I bought this multimeter. This is the first time I've actually gotten like a lot of use out of it. All right, we'll do 2 more. Do the last 2 in this grid. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more to do next time. Okay. All right, so brown, black, 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 gold, or yellow. Brown. So 1, 0, 0. So this is a 100 ohm. No, we don't have 100s. So it's orange, 3, 0, 0. This is a 300 ohm. Yeah, we're looking for 300 ohms. Okay, so we'll hide that. Yep, that's a 300. Okay, cool. Cool. Sorry, just sorting out my mat, my magnetic mat over here to make sure things don't get too out of order. All right, we'll do one more, and then we'll call it. Doop, 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 doop. What do we got here? Hang on. Brown. Oh my god, look at the paint job on this shit. Mechanics, look at that fucking garbage paint job. Isn't that awful? Brown, brown, black, brown, brown. We did this before, didn't we? 110 times 10. So 1100. 1.1K, yep. Oop. Oh, sorry. Next time, here's what I'm gonna do next time. We're gonna hide this. We're gonna hide this. And we're gonna put it down here. And we're gonna cut off this. Yeah. Well, we'll leave the credit in there. Resistorguide.com. Resistorguide.com. I'll put this here so you can see the meter. All right. What is it? There you go. 1.1K. All right, cool. Oh, lordy. Excellent. All right, so taking a look at our mat here. Here's what we've done. So all of these down here are categorized. So we've got 2 of our 120 ohms, 1 of our 2 mil, found a 20K, a 1.1, 2 300s, a 1.8 mil, and a 200K. So we still have 7 of them up here, and then we'll go off and check them off the list to make sure that we have all the correct resistors in there. Not brown, 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 brown. Maybe use it to cover that really shiny camera stand you got. Hint, hint. What shiny camera stand? Oh, is it like, did you see like my reflection in it? Oh, I see. Do I have to go back and edit something, folk? Do I now have to go back through an entire VOD and figure out where I need to edit something? Yeah, that's the problem with all this stuff is like I have too many shiny things, right? Oh, that's a pain in the ass. Okay. Okay, all right. We're going to call it here for tonight. Mechanics, thank you so much for coming out. Seishi mentioned it earlier, but you missed it. Oh, I don't know how much was visible, but it was definitely reaching the danger zone. God damn it. I don't have time to watch another VOD and blur things out. Okay. All right, thanks for letting me know. Yeah, I'm not seeing... Oh, it's because I got raided. Seishun said it like right as I got raided, so I missed it. Okay. What time was that? Do we have a timestamp for that? I don't, because I don't see the times. Or it was around the time of the raid, so I'll try and remember that. Okay. All right, cool. All right, no worries. We're going to call it here. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out. Cool hand cam stream. God, I can't even think. I'm so sorry. We're going to raid out. We're going to raid out. Who's on right now? Oh, Mr. Cool's on. Let's go raid Mr. Cool. All right, everybody. Have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to do VR. I'm going to do the stream at night rather than the daytime because I'm kind of busy during the afternoon. So we're going to move it from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. again. So we're gonna do a VR stream tomorrow evening, Sunday night, 8 p.m. I'll announce the schedule change on Discord and Blue Sky, so look out for that. Yeah, we're gonna do a little VR chat stream. It should be pretty fun. We're just gonna fuck around in VR. Should be a good time. So yeah, I'll see you then. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow. And let's go raid Mr. Cool. All right, let's go. Do Sparkly Race Cat raid in chat. Like, I don't usually have to do this because I'm usually on my main streaming computer. Do it with the gummy this time, if you have it. If you're subbed to me, do it with the gummy. Okay, all right, bye, everybody. Bye, 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 bye.